Hello everyone, my name is Kyla and welcome to my channel. If you want to learn how to do this green and purple eyeshadow look, because we're all a little bit bored in quarantine, stay tuned and keep on watching to see how to do it. So let's get to it. So first things first, I'm going to be moisturizing my skin. So what I'm going to be taking is I'm going to be taking the Faracelli. I actually don't know how to pronounce this stuff. The Unicorn Essence. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to pronounce the brand. I've been using this stuff for probably about 3 years and I love it so much. It just makes my skin feel super nice. And I love the little kind of like pink glitters it leaves on the skin, even though it gets covered up by foundation, but I really like it. So I'm gonna put a few drops of this on my face and just blend that in, get that nice evenly on the skin. Put some on the chin, little on the cupid's bow, blend that in on the lips, the chin. Okay, next up is moisturizer, and I have been obsessed with this moisturizer by Florence by Mills lately. It is the Dreamy Dew moisturizer, and it smells so good and I love it, and it just makes my skin feel very hydrated and moist. So I'm going to take about that much on. It's a little bit more than I would usually use, but that's okay. And I'm going to apply it on my face, on my neck. Make sure you get every spot so nothing is left unmoisturized. And if you like leave a spot, you don't want a dry spot on your skin when you're applying makeup. Get it over here, all over here. Basically put it wherever you're going to be putting foundation or any sort of makeup. Next, I'm going to be priming, and I'm going to be taking the Tarte Quenched Primer. It is a hydrating primer, so it matches really well with this moisturizer. It leaves my foundation on for a long time, especially whenever I'm dancing for a long time. Tip: whenever you wear foundation, you should always wear primer, because you don't want your foundation to be sliding off. What I do is I just take it in my hands and I kind of just apply it onto my skin, like so. And this just leaves my skin feeling so soft and smooth, and I just love it so much. So after we've gotten our whole kind of hydration base on, we're going to be taking foundation. And today I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Luminous Foundation. This stuff has been my holy grail lately. I love it so much. And it makes my skin look snatched and gorgeous. And it is a pretty full coverage foundation, but I always like it a bit because I have really dark freckles. And I love my freckles, but you can barely see them through it, so that makes sense, so that they're not so, you know, wow, you've got a lot of freckles. So I'm gonna put this on my face. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a little squirt on that side. I'm then taking a wet beauty blender, and I'm just gonna blend that all in with little tapping motions. You don't wanna rub it in or kind of like go in circles, because that will leave little marks on your skin. It'll kind of leave it so, you know, there you can see the drag marks on your skin from where you're dragging it. Make sure you get it all on your neck, just a little tappy tap. Get it on your ear a bit and into the hairline, so there's not a part that's not been covered in foundation. Look at that difference from this side to this side. Ah, it's so nice. And what I love about this foundation is that it's so nice and full coverage that I didn't get a lot of sleep last night because I was watching it all night and I was like, I love it. Okay, don't come for me. So I had really bad eye bags, but they're gone. Hello? Doing a makeup video. Okay, bye. Bye. Next, I'm going to be taking my concealer, which is the Florence See You Never concealer. I really like this one. It's kind of more of like a light to medium coverage, which is pretty decent because I don't want to cake it onto my skin like some other concealers. It leaves a nice natural coverage in it. But I'm using the shade FO15. I don't know why I couldn't speak there for a second. So let's apply that. Something I really like about this packaging is the metal tip at the end, which helps for depuffing the eyes, which is really nice and really thought out. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be just taking a little bit under my eyes, bringing that out, and kind of going along the side of the nose a bit and bringing it down like so. And I'm going to be putting some on my forehead. A bit on my cupid's bow, just a tiny bit to give it a little highlight. Some on my chin. And on the bridge of my nose. After you apply that, you're just gonna blend that in with the same motion you did with foundation. Little tapping motions, fast tapping motions. After you've blended out your concealer, I'm gonna quickly do my eyebrows off camera. I might do an eyebrow tutorial in another video, but we're gonna save that for later. So I'll do those real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, now that we've got our brows on, I'm gonna be setting the face. I'm gonna be using the Beauty Bakery Flour Powder. This is in the shade Oats, which is their translucent powder. This is another thing that I love so much. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be taking kind of like a powder brush and I'm gonna be doing a light layer over top. And then after I bronze slash contour, I am going to be going over it again and doing some baking. That's the word I'm looking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the little powder thing and I'm just going to tap a bit into the lid so you get some in there, and then just going to kind of dust it onto my face. Okay, now I'm going to be doing bronzing slash contouring. I use the same thing for my bronzer and contour, which is the Too Faced. This is the Milk Chocolate Matte Bronzer, and I love this stuff so much. This is what it looks like. I don't remember exactly what shade this is because the backing's kind of all scratched off because I use it so much, but I'm going to be going in with this fluffy bronzer brush, and I'm going to be kind of lightly tapping it, making sure it all gets nice and coated. Little tap tap, and then going in. What you want to do is you want to have like kind of like an upwards kind of motion, but you don't want to just like go in. I always do a little tapping and then a bit of kind of circular motion. So let's go in. After we've done that, I'm going to be going back into, I almost dropped it, thank goodness. I'm going to be going back into the same powder and I'm going to be baking my face. Do the same little thing, tap, 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 tap. Get a nice amount on your lid, and then I'm going to be going in with another beauty blender. I'm going to be using a different one than I used for my foundation. I'm going to be kind of going on the side at first, lightly. So get it on there, and then we are going to go in a straight line down the nose to across the face. Whenever my mom usually comes check on me, she always comes in when I'm baking and she's like, well, what are you doing to your face? And I'm like, baking. And she's like, what does that do? Basically brings the highlights out on your face. But she always thinks I look insane, but she's not wrong, so. She's very right. I do look insane whenever I bake. On the jaw, so you get nice and snatched. I'm saying snatched too much. That's actually not something that's usually in my vocabulary, but it is today because we are becoming a influencer. Because I took a long break from YouTube, but now I'm coming back and I'm making videos that I actually want to make, which are makeup videos. I'm still going to be doing vlogs on the occasion, but I plan on posting more makeup videos than anything. While we're baking, I'm going to go ahead and start on my eyeshadow. So first things first, what you're going to do is you're going to grab your MAC Painterly paint pot. This is in the shade Painterly, obviously. And I'm going to be going in with a little kind of one of these brushes. And I'm just going to be getting that onto this brush and apply it onto my eye. This is a primer for eyeshadow if you haven't ever heard of it, to make sure that your eyeshadow stays on nice and long and it has nice full pigmented, it stays nice fully pigmented like it's supposed to be. Okay, so we're first going to be going in with the James Charles X Morphe palette. This is one of my all-time favorite palettes and I use it every day. We're going to be going in with this shade right here. I sadly don't have my shade name thing with me at the moment, but we're going to be going in with this shade, which I'll put it up on the screen, whatever the shade that is. And I'm going to go ahead and pack that into my crease. After you have a nice dome shape like this, I'm going to be going into the Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions palette, and I'm going to be taking this shade right here. I'm going to lightly dust it off just a bit, and I'm going to blend it out with this. After you have that all blended up, I'm going to be going back into the James Charles palette with the shade, I know, Pinkity Drinkity, just to finish blending that out a bit. Once you have that all nice and blended out, I'm going to be taking a concealer brush and cutting my crease. After I cut the crease, I am now going to take, can't grab it, the M51 Icy Fantasy palette by Morphe, and I'm going to be going in this shade right here, this green shimmer shade, and I'm going to be going on my lid. After I put that green on, I'm going to be going back in this same shade that we started with, and I'm going to be putting it over, just slightly over it right there. Now that we have this eye, I'm going to recreate this on this eye, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, now I have both eyes done. I went ahead and wiped off my bake, and I'm going to quickly apply some blush. Blush is one of my go-to favorite things, but I don't actually use just a normal blush. I actually use this shade from the James Charles X Morphe palette. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bit of this shade, put it on a blush brush, and then take a bit of Pinkity Drinkity. I don't know why I had trouble saying that. And I'm going to lightly tap it off and apply it to my cheeks. I just do kind of light tapping motions, just so I can bring that nice kind of warm color into my cheeks. And a very, very important staple of a kylaolynn look would never be complete without blush on the nose. So put some, go ham, honestly. People call me Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and I honestly don't get mad about it. For my highlighter today, I'm going to be using the Ofra highlighter in the shade Star Island. This is such a beautiful highlighter. I love it so much. It gives a lovely glowing look and it's pretty blinding. So I'm going to be taking a highlighter brush and just applying that to my cheekbones. Ooh. Oh, yes, stunning. And then grab a tiny little highlighter brush and go in on the nose. Then I'm going to be taking that same highlighter shade and I'm going to be putting some on the inner corner of my eye. And before we finish the lip off with lipstick, I'm going to quickly go put some lashes on off camera I'll be right back. Okay, so I just applied my lashes, and now to finish the look off, we need to do some lipstick. So I'm going to start off by lining my lips with this mini little Estee Lauder lip liner, and this is in the shade Cafe Rose. And then I'm going to go in with this Too Faced Melted Matte Lipstick, and this is in the shade Sellout. This is one of my favorite lipsticks, actually. The formula is so creamy and smooth. It just feels so nice on the lips. And there you go. That's the completed look. Thank you all for joining in on this video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!